Get ready for the action because Arsenal is riding high after punching their ticket to the UEFA Champions League final, overcoming Atletico Madrid on aggregate to set up a massive date with Paris Saint-Germain later this month. Before that high-stakes clash, the Gunners return to Emirates Stadium in London on Monday night for their final Premier League home fixture against Burnley. Arsenal has regained control at the top of the EPL table, holding a 2-point lead over Manchester City following a string of victories against Newcastle, Fulham, and West Ham. Predicts this could become one of the loudest atmospheres the Emirates has ever witnessed if Arsenal gets the job done. The atmosphere is electric because the stakes are incredibly high as Arsenal chases a first Premier League title since 2004, while preparing for a Champions League final against PSG later this month. And speaking of commitment, Mikel Arteta has praised David Raya, highlighting that his work ethic and mentality are outstanding, calling him the best goalkeeper in the world right now. Don't miss the full breakdown of what makes this team unstoppable. Arsenal enters their final Premier League home fixture of the season against Burnley on Monday night, carrying significant momentum following a successful run in the UEFA Champions League qualification path. The Gunners have regained control at the top of the EPL table, establishing a 2-point lead over Manchester City through recent victories against Newcastle, Fulham, and West Ham. In stark contrast, Burnley's season has been tumultuous. The Clarets have struggled significantly, recording only one win in their last 26 league matches, following a narrow defeat to Manchester City in late April that ultimately sealed their relegation after only 1 year in the top flight, leading to the departure of the club and manager Scott Parker. These contrasting fortunes set the stage for a highly anticipated match. Odds reflect Arsenal's strong advantage, with them favored heavily, showing an overwhelming -1,200 favorite on the three-way moneyline, while Burnley is priced as a massive 25-1 underdog to secure the win, and the odds for a draw are set at 12-1. This chaotic situation provides a clear opportunity for Mikel Arteta's squad. Key to Arsenal's resurgence is the form of star winger Bukayo Saka, who has returned to top form after recovering from an Achilles injury. The team's offensive threat is further amplified by the promising partnership between Saka and Victor Gyökeres, who recently contributed to a 3-0 victory over Fulham. Expect Arsenal to apply relentless pressure on Burnley's young goalkeeper, Max Weiss, who is making only his second career start for the visitors. Betting markets suggest several potential outcomes, including Arsenal to win and over 3.5 total goals, Saka to score anytime, and Gyökeres to score anytime. Burnley's Premier League fate appears sealed, but the club retains a significant influence on the title race. The contest remains fiercely contested between league leaders Arsenal and Manchester City, making Monday's fixture at the Emirates Stadium a crucial must-win for the Gunners. In the midst of this high-stakes environment, a perspective emerged suggesting that Burnley could potentially make a significant impact. Natalie Bromley, appearing on the No Nay Never podcast, expressed a sentiment that it would be beneficial for the Burnley side to find a competitive edge and become a part of history. Bromley suggested that seeing the team play with pride and fierceness could help re-engage the fanbase. She concluded with an encouragement directed at Arsenal, urging them to make this Arsenal side work for the title. Tonight promises to be an electrifying night at the Emirates Stadium as Arsenal prepares for a crucial Premier League fixture against Burnley. The match carries significant weight, as a victory would propel the Gunners 5 points clear of Manchester City with only one league game remaining. Beyond the on-pitch action, the atmosphere inside the stadium is set to be intensely emotional as Arsenal look ahead to saying farewell to home league football for the season. Following the final whistle, both manager Mikel Arteta and star player Martin Odegaard are scheduled to address the supporters, signaling a lap of appreciation for the crowd. Opta supercomputer predictions suggest the atmosphere could reach unprecedented levels, potentially becoming one of the loudest experiences the Emirates has ever hosted. This heightened energy reflects a significant transformation in the relationship between Arsenal supporters and the team under Arteta. The intensity of the crowd's support has been instrumental, with Arteta himself acknowledging the impact of the supporters' energy on his players, citing moments like the Champions League semi-final against Atletico Madrid as defining. Arteta has dedicated years to fostering this emotional connection, implementing various changes to enhance the matchday atmosphere. Consequently, the Emirates has re-established itself as one of Europe's loudest and most emotionally charged stadiums. With Burnley potentially facing relegation, nerves remain palpable among the Arsenal faithful. The team is locked in a high-stakes chase for the Premier League title, competing simultaneously with preparations for a Champions League final against PSG later this month. Arteta has consistently emphasized the necessity of unity and energy during this title run-in, placing a massive role on the supporters in North London. If Arsenal secures the win against Burnley, the post-match atmosphere could genuinely become one of the most memorable moments in recent history. The question remains, can the Emirates crowd provide the necessary impetus to carry Arsenal closer to Premier League glory? Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has offered a significant commendation for goalkeeper David Raya, highlighting aspects of the player's dedication that Arsenal fans might overlook. In a recent press conference, Arteta praised Raya's exceptional work ethic in training, calling his efforts outstanding. A rare acknowledgement from Arteta, who demands 100% commitment as the baseline for his squad. Raya has established himself as a standout performer for the Gunners this season, and his form has placed him in conversation for the Ballon d'Or. Arteta specifically lauded Raya's journey and development, stating, "What David has done for us in the last few years is incredible. His work ethic, his mentality, his approach to every training session, it's outstanding, it's phenomenal. It's incredible, his journey, the way he has matured, the way he had to earn things." While Raya possesses undeniable talent, Arteta emphasized that certain traits are cultivated through hard work rather than being purely innate. He stressed that achieving such high levels of workload and commitment is not easy, especially given the demanding culture Arteta has instilled at the club, mirroring the philosophy of his friend Xabi Alonso, where 100% commitment is the minimum expectation. Despite being a humble figure in the Arsenal jersey, the report suggests Raya maintains a fiercely driven inner mentality. He is portrayed as someone who disregards external criticism, using any pressure as fuel to strive for global supremacy, a mentality described as crucial for achieving Premier League success.